A cable lateral raise is an awesome alternative exercise to doing standard lateral raises. When you do a normal lateral raise with dumbbells, what tends to happen is when you're at the top here, this is the heaviest part of the movement, but this is where our muscles are actually the weakest in this exercise. Whereas when we're going to be doing the dual-handed cable machine, what you're going to be able to do is load it heavier at the bottom where we're the strongest, and then as we come up towards the top, the weight starts to tether off a little bit and get a little bit lighter, which plays into the role of our shoulders and their strength profiles. So to be able to do this exercise, what we're going to want to do is set the handles up to the very bottom of the machine, okay? Then when it comes into getting position, what you're going to want to do is you're going to be opposite hands, right? So if you take one handle on the right hand side, and then you're going to come over to the other hand, come down like so, and then get into position. So you want the cables coming behind you, okay? Then you're going to take a little bit of a step forward. Don't step too far forward, otherwise what's going to happen is going to make the weight quite a lot lighter. As you step back, it does make the weight a little bit heavier during the exercise as well. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to push forward into a 30-degree position, okay? We don't want to be going out to the side. We want to be basically going opposite to the way that the cables are facing and run in line with them. So from here, we're going to push up to that top position just above your shoulder height. Slowly come down on the way down, and then you're going to stop by the side of your body. What we don't want to do is reach right back like so, because the tension's going to come off. When we keep the weight here by the side, we can keep constant tension in the shoulders. So again, from here, what we're going to do is drive up towards that top point, get a solid hold, coming back down, and then we want to get a bit of a pause at the bottom again as well. Common problems that I see people doing is just throwing the weight in the exercise, so they come up and down like so, bouncing in and out. What we want to make sure that we're doing is taking our time with it. So what we're going to do again, imagine brushing your knuckles across the floor, up the walls to that top point, get a solid hold, slowly release on the way back down, brief pause at the bottom to take out any momentum, and then we're going to drive back to the top position. Now what I want you to do with this exercise, because we've talked about how it can play into your strength profile, right, where it's heavier at the bottom, lighter at the top, what I want you to do is keep going even when you can't get a full range of movement. So when you're fresh in the exercise, you're going to be able to get the full range all the way to the top. As you start to tire and fatigue, you may only be able to get to this height, but that's okay because your shoulders are still working from here to here. So don't be afraid to keep going, even if you're only getting half height, because again, you're just going to be still working your delts through this.